The economic toll of the COVID-19 pandemic has left job vacancies in most industries across the country.
The labor shortage at this period is across all the industry in the Canadian economy.
But many in the restaurant industry have had an especially hard time filling positions.
It seems like there was just a whole section that never really kind of came back to work. I mean, it was always, the industry's had a tough time always with cooks in the past years, but it seems especially hard now.
It became very apparent that people were looking for consistency because not knowing whether or not you're going to have a paycheck, particularly in hospitality, that became a very scary reality.
Sun says one reason the country is experiencing a labor shortage is the baby boomer generation is retiring. He says it also doesn't help that many industries are working on recovering from the pandemic.
So when the recovery is very strong, we demand a lot of labor at this moment. And at the same time, lots of our labor is leaving the market, and that creates a very severe labor shortage.
I feel like the whole economy in some ways is you know, they say we're in a recession, but everybody seems to be building something or needing people to work. So I mean, there's definitely stuff going on. So there's lots of options out there for people.
Summers says qualified candidates are harder and harder to find as many are changing career paths.
But definitely seeing a decline in the skilled labor side of things, particularly in the kitchen. Not as many years of experience coming in. Lots of newer individuals, but definitely not trained professionally.
Restaurant owners say it might be time to look outside the country to meet their needs.
For example, our restaurant chef, Oliver, he came from Dubai, and it took us 24 months to get him into the country. And we're very committed as a company to helping acquire talent that can come into Kamloops, because as a collective group, it only makes our dining scene better if we have those culinary talents coming into the community.
It always used to be a thing where they didn't want to bring people over to fill jobs that people could be doing, but right now there's not people doing the jobs, so you know, I think there may be something there.
Sun says while before the pandemic there was about 2.6 unemployed people for every job vacancy, now it's almost half that. While there are many proposed solutions to labor shortage problems, Sun says employers should work on efficiency in the hiring process in the meantime. Sydney Chisholm, Castanet News, Kamloops.